Somebody was sitting there and was like, turn up the headset.
This one's so
It was probably
loud.
Christian.
Were you sitting here?
No, you were sitting there last because I was sitting here because Wade came.
Oh, yeah. How was that?
Wade is a vibe. That's the first time that I've been like able to sit down and get to know him. The only time I've really like talked to him is at Guys Trip.
Yeah, he so if you guys didn't watch the last episode, we have Chris Wade on, Chris Wade's a good friend of mine, but Chris also has been working in and around Little Italy for a long time and started his own valet company out of necessity, right? Like they didn't have valet coming out of COVID, and that was what he did pre-COVID. So then, he's been living there for probably 6, 7, 8 years.
Yeah, dude. I mean, I feel like Little Italy is such a tightly knitted community, and I don't go there too often, just when I'm really craving a chicken parm. But it's been a long time. What's the dessert place that's there? One of my blankets. Also, the location in Kent. Dude, they make some fire desserts, like their cheesecake and then their cannolis. God, I could tear those things up.
Chris opened up some new restaurants to us, though. Like there were some new spots that we were.
You remember Joe Benny's?
Yep.
Yeah, Benny's.
They came out with a new one.
Yep.
Like he said, it's more of kind of like a sit down. Like I don't want to say formal, but how Joe Benny's was before was very informal. Where like if he didn't really want to make whatever you wanted, he was like, nah, fuck that. In a way.
So now they have like this whole sit down thing.
Yeah.
And it's apparently a vibe. Like he's been trying to buy up other places in the community so he can rebuild and build up another restaurant.
Christian, what was that other spot he brought up that we both haven't gone to? Clearly memorable.
Gia?
No.
Amici's.
No, we've been there.
I've been there. I think I've been to Chiparelli's. There was a La Scala he brought up. I think that was La Scala that I was actually just thinking of.
It may come back to me, but there was one restaurant he brought up that I never heard of, never been to, and he said it's kind of a local gem down there, but I'm blanking. So
someone run that back real quick.
I'm thinking it is
if you said it,
this place at the corner of Fawn, Ovenbird, Amadeus.
I don't know. I've never heard of that.
No, it doesn't ring a bell to me.
Ovenbird, Amadeus, those two are on a corner that.
This water's making me.
What else is? Oh, Waffleicious?
No. I feel like I would have remembered that one.
I would definitely remember that one.
Oh man,
Waffleicious. Now tell me more about that.
Oh, Waffleicious. I actually haven't been, but I will show you. If you look, you like basically build your own ice cream cone, if you will. They make the waffles, and then you can. It's totally a.
See, I'd be totally
Instagram
down
favorite.
about making my own ice cream cone, but you can hold that fucking ice cream.
What?
Yeah. Like if you give me like a little frosted cone, I can put some sprinkles on it.
I want you guys to know the
but-
topic of today's podcast is supposed to be pizza because we were supposed to have Simon, Baltimore Pizza Company, but Simon got sick, so no Simon. But we're still talking about
missed you,
pizza.
Simon.
But if there's like two favorite foods in my life, it's pizza and ice cream.
No, dude.
No
I
question.
can't-
It's not even a fuck you and your filet mignon. Like pizza, give me pizza.
No.
I'm in. Give me
Well,
that.
pizza, I'm about it, but ice cream, again, my fucking boy Matt. Every time I see him, ice cream. Let's go out for ice cream.
What's the problem? What's the problem?
There's no problem. Okay, let's start there. There's no problem with that. If that's what you like, I'm about it. I'm here to support your ice cream endeavors, right? But for me, I don't know. Ever since I was really like an adult eating ice cream, and it just kind of fucking comes out of me.
So you
like
don't
within
have
a couple
a
hours
child.
after, huh?
You don't have a child inside of you, is what you're saying.
No.
I would be vomiting.
I mean,
every night if I had ice cream, and I'd still do it.
I love ice cream.
Love it.
I literally love it too. I can't.
Quite frankly, you can
I
have
feel like
ice cream of every single flavor.
No, okay. Also, hot take here. Every place you go and you get ice cream, they always give you way more than you actually need.
Okay. First of all,
And
you can
then-
order the kid size.
Okay.
That's
Yeah, you're right. But even when you get a small, it does not, like the word small and then the proportion that they give you or the portion they give you does not equate in my head.
I mean,
Who cares? Don't you want? I would want more.
all right. So let's go with
Again,
the hot take,
I'm
right?
just
ice
not-
cream doesn't need to be like mustard ice cream and dill pickle ice cream, and I agree. Like that's not necessary, but it's fun. All right, but here's the challenge, right? I don't need mustard pizza, chicken tikka pizza, pickle pizza. Like I enjoy it. It's fun. Let's go, right? But
Okay.
I really need a good cheese pizza. So, since our topic of adventure was supposed to be pizza, what would be your go-to pizza place if you were to be like anywhere in Baltimore right now, drop a pizza. I want to know the pizza, the toppings, boom.
I can kick it off. Bellaroma, right down the street here on Falls Road.
You are high on Bellaroma.
Bro,
Holy
I
shit.
eat that shit up.
Oh my God.
Damn, oh my.
Bellaroma is here in Hamden. It's at the intersection of Falls and 36th.
And I don't know if I said the toppings yet. Pepperoni. Just plain pepperoni. And then you hand me some Parm cheese to sprinkle on top. And I always go heavy with the Parm cheese no matter what type of pizza I'm eating or where. It's just, I don't know. I love it. I love it. And then sometimes I'll throw in some like red pepper flakes or what's like the green fucking seasoning. I don't know what it's called, but from time to time.
Oregano?
Okay, sure, dude.
Probably not.
I'll throw it on there from time to time if I'm feeling spicy.
Look, it's like your shitty dive pizza
it's-
spot.
No,
Okay.
dude, but they have a solid.
I'm not knocking it.
They have a solid crust. It holds, right? I would love to get Dave Portnoy's rating on this pizza because I don't know, it's not super floppy. It is a little on the greasier end, at least with the pepperoni that I like to get. But I fucking love it. I could house a whole thing. And every time I go there, I get 2 slices, and the slices are, I'd say, bigger than like an average single slice pizza.
So like
it is a hole in
this
the
is
wall
a
kind of
family
thing.
joint.
Yeah.
Right? Like, and when you say, hey, can I get like, for example, if you know me, sorry people, I eat pizza with a fork and a knife. It is what it is. Get dental shit. We'll talk about it later, right? So I walk up to this guy and I go, hey, can I get a fork and knife? And he looks at me like I've got 2 heads. But he's like, oh yeah, I mean, we got these plastic ones. Now it sucks cutting pizza with a plastic fork.
Yeah,
and knife,
it does.
But he's still like willing to help, and they're so nice. I will give you that. This is Bellaroma.
I don't think it's.
I know.
Listen, I would
been
not
there.
say it's. I've been there a few times. I would not say it's the best, but I think it's okay. I would go with. I think I heard them before you were talking, but I love Underground Pizza. I think it's very, very good. I also really like Angeli's.
I've never been there.
Okay, wait, time out. One at a time. What would you order from Underground?
Okay, so there's one, and I don't know what it's called, but it has like I think it has the pesto, and it's like this like.
It is a pretty good one.
Yep.
You know which
it
one
just
I'm
has
talking-
pesto?
No, it has like pesto and red sauce on the
Yeah.
same pizza.
So they have a bunch. First of all, if you don't know, Underground Pizza is a deep, like it's a Detroit style. They don't call it deep dish, but it's like it's deep
What's the
dish to
difference?
us.
Yeah, I was
but
gonna
it's
say.
Detroit style, right? Square pizza, and shout out to Evan, fantastic food. And they do like a trio. So they do
That's it. Yep.
the tomato, the Alfredo, and
I don't think I've ever had the Alfredo.
is it Alfredo?
I don't know.
Either way, it's
I've only
tasty.
been there. I've been there 2 times, 3 times. I've had the pizza a couple others when people have like brought it to the office or at like an event or something. But we went there the last time that me, Mike, and John. Well, I can't speak for them, but me and they were with me. We went there and it was a fucking pop-up stand-up comedy event.
Oh, that was so funny.
So
It
fun.
was
So funny.
I mean, it was wild. Just like the amount of acts and like some people, there was like 1, maybe 2 people that were like good and made us laugh.
Right.
But then you could almost tell everybody in there was either 1, the comedians that were performing, supporting each other, or 2, just random people that had no idea they were getting into a stand-up comedy event. So then they're like I remember there was a family sitting like front and center and they were ripping some wild jokes and just like the older parents just like,
But that's like Baltimore for you, right?
Yeah.
I feel if you go, well, I mean, I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong, right? If you go to New York and you go to a small little pizza joint, they don't have space, right? Like they're packed. They don't have space for things like that. But in Baltimore, we're constantly trying to find ways to bring community together and trivia, stand-up comedy, live music. These things happen all the time. To answer a question, sorry to interrupt. It is the trifecta.
Yes.
And it's red sauce, pesto, and a creamy vodka sauce.
Yeah, it is fantastic. I think I've had that one in the cheese, just the normal cheese, but I would say that's my go-to Detroit style. And again, they don't call it like around here 100%. But then if you want the thin crust, that's when you go to Angeli's. How many?
Agreed.
2 locations?
I think they have 5 now.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Well, they're fantastic. Food's good. Service is always amazing. Good people.
You know another one that would be up there for me? and this is going to be
Oh, here
very
we go.
controversial across the pizza world.
I'm scared. The way you're smirk.
If you say,
I know what you're about to say. I'm scared.
Okay.
Please don't.
It's
Say.
Litos.
Oh,
I wasn't thinking
I thought you were going to
Litos,
say
but
pizza.
I
Okay.
think Litos would get a lot of love, especially from our Baltimore people.
Yeah, Litos. Oh,
Litos
God,
is-
that's in my blood.
Love Litos.
Every Friday night growing up, that's what we would order. There was a spot down in Chesapeake Beach, like this old, like, I don't want to say cottage, but it almost kind of looked like one that you go into. In the bottom floor was Litos, and they had this old, like, nasty green carpet, or like real, like, I don't know, like when we walk into a home, it's like they haven't ripped that up since like 70s or 80s, and it was always dim lighting, but we'd always pick it up Friday night.
Here's the question: have
Okay.
you had Angelis?
No.
All right.
See, I'm the
I
person.
think- try.
I think that if you tried Angelis, you would be like, "Oh shit, this is a better version of Litos."
I'm the kind of person who, like,
Well,
once I know what I like, it's very difficult for me to, like, deviate from that.
No way.
Whether it be Litos, whether it be fucking Bella Roma, because it's right down the street. But more than likely, whenever I go to a restaurant and I've already been there, I'm ordering the same thing every time.
But this is what I'm saying. My hot take on Angelis, and I really love Angelis. I love the owner. I love the story. I love their mission. I will say their culture is fantastic. Their food is fresh as fuck. Like when it comes from the kitchen, you can smell the oregano, right? You can smell it because they just put it on top. It's like it's so palpable, but their crust is not my favorite. And I think that if you like Lido, and I love Litos too,
Did you know that it was
they have a similar crust.
Did you know that it was Lido pizza, not Litos? When Chad Smith
Bang.
bang.
or
There
Chad
we go.
Smith, when Chad Short came into town, Emily Smith, when Chad Short came into town, we were talking about that when we were out to dinner, and he mentioned that. And I was like, what the fuck? I had never.
It's Lido pizza.
Yeah. Blew my mind.
That's okay. So before we go into your favorite pizza, I have to ask the crew here because this is an important topic. Pineapple on pizza.
I'll fucking tear it up.
All right, I'm all in on it. so-
YOLO.
I mean,
Okay, so Mike,
Let me
go.
tell you. I understand why people don't like it. I get it.
Totally.
It makes perfect sense. But if somebody came to me and Mark Barr, please, let's do this, right? If somebody came to me and was like, I'm giving you a chicken Caesar pizza with like romaine lettuce and everything, I would tear that shit up.
100%.
That's like my favorite things coming together. It just doesn't make it pizza. I'm okay with like a Nutella pizza. I'm okay with the pineapple pizza. I'm okay with these things. But like when I want pizza, okay, we go and we're traveling somewhere and we're in this like super fancy XYZ and we're eating all these wonderful things. By the end of the trip, every single time, all of my friends laugh at me because I go, to this really wonderful woman, and I go, Luz, I just want pizza. And she laughs at me because she's like, I know, you just want pizza. Because in some part of me, all these wonderful things are fun, but what I want is just simple, basic tomato and cheese pizza.
Did you have pizza in Colombia?
No. No pizza in Colombia.
Okay.
I need to hear about the trip.
But pineapple on pizza, I'll tear it up. I'm about it.
Yeah.
Especially if we have a good sauce, and I would prefer barbecue sauce. It's the only time I'd ever prefer a barbecue sauce.
On pizza?
And I'm not a fan of ham.
Wait,
so pineapple
what-
on ham, not for me.
What does that mean?
I'm
That's
not
the only time
a
you-
particular fan of barbecue sauce
Just in general. Okay.
But definitely not on a pizza. You want to give me a barbecue pizza with onions and all this other crap? Just give me a tomato pie.
I've never heard of a tomato pie.
Like tomato.
Literally.
Pizza
just-
pie, Christian.
Oh, okay,
man.
okay.
Oh,
Sorry.
man.
You lost me.
He goes to Bellaroma, that's why.
Have you ever have you ever had Verde in Canton?
Yes?
I like that spot.
They have some really unique pizzas there.
I don't think of those as pizza joints.
So then, what does Mike Frank define as pizza?
Why don't you think of that as a pizza joint? I do want to hear what your thoughts are on that.
Because it's like artisanal. It's like, I don't know.
Then
like,
what are the basic ingredients? What is the foundation of a
okay,
pizza?
I understand. By definition, it's a pizza. But like, it's when you get to that like
feel like it's like craft
artisanal,
pizza, like craft beer.
pizza. It's just
Yeah,
not.
it's actually.
That's a good example, right? Like craft beer. No one would put craft beer and Natty Boh next to each other. But yet you'll all yell at me when I say we can't put Verde and Matthew's Pizza next to each other. It's like this reverse hypocriticism.
No, I'm not saying it's hypocritical. I'm just curious to see what your idea of pizza is, and
I
it's
just
more
think,
just like I think it's like the basics, like
if your slap pizza is not cheese.
It's just not normal cheese.
It's
I see
not,
what you're saying.
You're not a pizza joint.
I can see what you're saying, but let's go into this just because now we're on you.
Bang.
What is your favorite pizza spot?
It's not even a question.
Okay.
I fucking love underground pizza's Tiger King.
What is the Tiger King?
It's like sausage and pepperoni and
Like hot honey.
And
Yeah,
their
it's really
tomato
good.
sauce, and it's like bubbly and crispy, and if it comes out slightly burnt, I'm okay with it. Like, it's so good and flavorful. And again, I don't really think that that's like, if you're comparing two pizza joints, that's
Right.
not fair to compare because it's way better than the rest. But
Debatable.
their baseline pizza is a cheese
The people
pizza.
in
and
Hamden
it's
are
great.
going to be
Yeah,
coming
they're-
after you with pitchforks and stuff for that one.
Also, Hamden, Ribaldi's pizza. I'm offended that you don't like it.
Ribaldi's is fantastic.
Bang.
I would agree. You don't like
Hey,
it?
I feel attacked here, okay?
We're ganging up today. It's
So also, I will give a shout out. Simon's not here to speak for himself. I have had Simon's Pizza more than one occasion, probably like 3 or 4. It's a little bit more challenging than I would like to admit because it's not easy for me to do the pop-up pizza thing. But if you're one of those people that's like getting pizza on a Thursday and watching a movie or, you know, HBO because it's HBO, not TV, right? Whatever. Do the pop-up pizza thing. Simon's Pizza is fantastic.
Have you ever had like gas station pizza?
Yeah.
What would be your number one gas station pizza?
I don't even know that I could make that argument.
You count me out of that. I don't even
Shot for
remember
the stars
last
and
time.
fucking missed with that one. All right.
I don't, because I would never get pizza from Wawa, but every time I walk into Wawa, I go, oh, they make pizza.
Well, I've never had
Right.
that. I've had it from BP and like 7-Eleven.
Yeah, no, I've never done that.
Yeah, me neither.
Okay,
One out of 10. What do you think?
I'm not the only one that's been a degenerate here. So, podcast.
No, let me tell you, degenerate pizza level. This is degenerate pizza level. If I don't get a laugh out of the crowd, I'm gonna be real offended right now. I don't even remember what we were driving back from.
Okay.
But we're on 95, driving south from like Philly. Okay, so we were coming south. We've been driving for a long time. I don't remember where we were coming from. Oh, I remember. We were in upstate New York. We're driving south on 95. And we're like, man, we're hungry. Where can we get pizza? And we're in this like stretch north of Delaware, like north of Delaware University, if you guys know where that is. And there's the one truck stop where you can go off and get, and there's like a great little food port there. We're like, we want real pizza. And normally what I would do is I would detour, like go way into Delaware and say, hey,
Oh, we got the plant man coming here.
is it unlocked? No, is the answer. Let's unlock the door. Sorry, people.
Do you want me to do it?
He's got it from his phone.
Okay. Plant
Somewhere.
man.
Yeah, the plant man. Plant man's here.
Maybe.
Plant Man?
Maybe not. There you go.
What's up, plant man? With his plant shorts.
With plant shorts.
Yeah, that is amazing. I
There
love
you
the
go.
fit,
I
dude.
do love those shorts.
So,
Why do you call him Plant Man?
Because he takes care of the plants.
Takes care of the plants.
Oh,
Because
okay.
Brandon is obsessed with plants.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I like that.
So, driving down 95, normally we would take a detour,
Mm-hmm.
go into the University of Delaware. It's like a 15-minute detour on the side of the road. And they have Grotto Pizza,
Yeah.
which is great. I love
Yep,
Grotto.
yep.
It wouldn't make my top 10, but it's great, right? And they particularly have a great buffalo chicken pizza for anybody that's wondering. But I didn't want to make that drop. So I'm Googling. And I find a Google spot that says that they have pizza and that they're open.
Okay.
And they're open for another 30 minutes. And it's going to take us about 15 minutes to get there. So I call and they're going, no, we don't take any orders 30 minutes before close, whatever. I said, dude, I'll pay double. I'll pay double and I'll pay over the phone. He's like, you don't have to pay double. We'll make you the pizza. Can you be here by 10? I'm like, yeah, dude, we're going to be there at 9:47. He's like, you sure? I'm like, we're on the highway. We're driving south, coming to you. We pull off the highway. There's like nothing else around. There's no street lights on. There's no nothing. There's one shitty pizza joint. Pull off the highway, grab a pizza, hop back in the car. Thank you so much. We gave him a $20 tip, and we got back in the car, drove down the road with our 2-liter of Coke and a pizza.
Okay.
That is what I think of degenerate pizza. Cheese, straight cheese from a pizza joint. I'm not going to a fucking gas station.
So where did you get this pizza from? Do you even remember the name?
No. Fuck no. It'd be like going to
Oh, the story you just said was like any other time I go to a pizza shop.
But it's not like I knew them.
Right.
It's not like I called and I was like, hey, Bellaroma, I'm going to be back to the office at 5. No, like I Googled it. I found some random ass place.
That's fair.
Before I would go to a gas station pizza joint.
Okay. Well,
There's
like
just no way I'm getting
okay.
pizza from a gas station. Not that I wouldn't.
So
like,
I guess it's just like
listen.
Scenario, because like growing up in Southern Maryland, Dunkirk Park was right across the street from the BP gas station. And me and myself, I was going to fucking order a whole Lito's pizza while I was at the skate park. I would go across the street to BP and like get 2 slices of their pizza and then roll back to the skate park.
There is the difference.
I was just going to say, there's the difference between.
Because I am buying a whole pie every time. I actually just got into this conversation with somebody from New York, and I said, hey, what's the best pizza in New York? And he was talking to me. We were having this hour-long conversation. Next thing I know, I say, hey, have you heard of this place? Because my friend, Mark, loves pizza. And he says, this place. And my friend goes, oh, well, yeah, that's a whole pie shop. And I'm like, holy shit, there's difference. There are shops in New York where you cannot get slices.
Right.
And I respect the fuck out of those shops.
Yeah.
That's where I want to go.
Have you ever been to one of the places on Dave Portnoy's list?
I mean, I've been to a lot of them. Like Angeles, Matthews. I've been to a lot of them.
Are those on his like ranking?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, he was just in Baltimore.
Well, I know he's in Baltimore, but I didn't know exactly
Those
which
made it.
I know he stopped at one in Towson and saved them. I think he wrote him a check for like $60,000. So their liquor license and stuff.
Do you know which one that was?
I don't remember what it's called, but it was in Uptown.
I didn't realize that. Okay.
Yeah, but there was one I went to in Brooklyn. Kind of, again, like a small, like, imagine Bellaroma, but in Brooklyn. You got the fucking tracks going right above you. You're walking underneath. Shit ton of people parked on the street and just walking around. Again, New York vibe.
Okay.
Go into it. And, like, you can tell, old mom and pop pizza joint. Are you pulling up his list?
I'm pulling up the one in Towson.
There's one in Brooklyn. And I want to say it's, like, tied for, like, 2nd or 3rd.
Well, DeFara's was the one that we started at when we were talking about. DeFara's is a whole pie only.
Really? I don't think so.
I mean, I don't know.
No, it's not. It's not, because this is the one I went to. I went to DeFara, and this was actually fucking really good. I would say it wasn't
DeFara's.
I would say it's pretty similar to Bellaroma in
Tiny
a way.
Tiny Brick Elvin was the one in Towson that he gave the 60,000 to, which is awesome.
But there's so many. I've been to pizza joints in Amanda's hometown. One of her high school friends owns a pizza joint that got rated by him. Very, very, very good pizza. I am down for pizza anytime. I just want it to be pizza. I don't want somebody to say to me, this is the example. All right, this is perfect. I don't want somebody to say to me, hey, Mike, let's go out for pizza. And I go, okay, cool. Where do you want to go? And they go, I want to go to Verde. I love Verde, and I love their pizza, but don't build me up for pizza and then take me there. It's fair. Not pizza.
I understand that.
So like, hey, Mike, I want to go get pizza. And I go, okay, where do you want to go? I want to go to Ribaldi's or Bellaroma or some like shithole corner bar. Yeah, let's go. I'm down. But not.
I would agree with you. I don't think of, hey, I want to get pizza. Like just go to Verde.
Yeah,
I mean, like
it
would be
Verde,
more
though.
for like cocktails and like they have like a craft kind of fucking pizza.
Great appetizers there. I mean, I feel you.
Time out. I have a question because you've had Simon's Pizza.
Have I?
He brought it here to the office. Did a catering order.
Oh yeah.
How did you feel about that pizza? I mean, and it was cold. It was delivered. It was everything else.
I would say it was like kind of like the craft kind of style, if you will, because he did do something different that day. I don't want to say we had like a barbecue pizza, but for some reason I want to say we had something like that.
Something barbecue, yeah.
Tell me about, just because he's not here though, and we want to give him that coverage. Tell me a little bit about his pizza and like about him. And you went to high school with him. Like talk to him. I'm curious because now I want to know.
So Simon has been working in pizza shop since we were little. Like
since Nam.
His brother or his dad owned one or something like that. And it was great pizza, like New York style pizza. It was great pizza. Super consistent.
Okay.
So then he wants to start doing these like pop-up shops. And he's like, you got to try it. You got to try it. You got to try it. Well, by the time I got around to trying it, because it's pop-up, it's tough for me. It's on the weekends. I'm showing houses. I finally got around to trying it. He'd been doing it for a couple of years.
Okay.
So he really refined his craft, and it's all handmade, hand-stretched, fresh. Not that that's like a challenge in the pizza world, but what he's doing is he's really, I don't want to say delicate, but he's very intentional about his ingredients.
Okay.
And so he does a lot of social media where he'll tell you, hey, this is the right cheese to use. Don't use this cheese. A lot of people use this, and this is why, and this is why I like it, and this is how much I put on. And when people want extra, I don't like to do that because of this and because of that. And it's all about like the science of the pizza, right? Like this will cause it to bubble more, and this will cause it, I don't know, right?
Huh. So
I just love that he's super passionate about it.
No brick and mortar?
He has a commercial kitchen, so he is legal, licensed, everything else. But you cannot walk in and order.
Okay.
So now I do believe, and Simon, correct me if I'm wrong, I do believe that you can, when he has pop-up days, so like let's say he's doing pop-up day on Thursday, you can message him and order.
Okay.
Whereas before it was like you have to be, like he would go to the store and buy a specific amount of ingredients for a specific thing.
And that's it.
But now I do believe that he's doing pop-ups like 4 or 5 days a week. So he'll let you just message him. And if you want to get a barbecue chicken or whatever, he's got it.
Where does he do them at?
His commercial kitchen space, I don't want to like blow up his spot, but his commercial kitchen space is over on, I think it's Hartford Road.
Well, no, like where are most of his pop-ups?
To my knowledge, he does them at the Hartford Road spot.
Oh, okay.
Because like he's cooking, he's got his kitchen, he's got his grill,
well,
but he also does
had,
catering.
Like,
he'll do like parties and events where he'll bring a grill to you.
I also didn't know if he had like a food truck kind of thing.
No, I've talked to him about that for a long time. I think food trucks are challenging, especially for pizza, because it is a science. And so controlling humidity, temperature.
I was gonna say the heat in a food truck, if you had like some sort of oven like that would be rough.
Super challenging.
And then if you had like a fucking imagine like a little brick fire pizza from a food truck. Yeah,
wow.
Food trucks like constantly riding like this, you know, like way heavier on one side. But to your point, what Simon does really well is he's like constantly creating. So he does a birra taco pizza.
Okay.
And he
that was one of them that we had. That was pretty good.
Serves like the birra taco sauce.
Okay.
So you dunk. And he's really crafty about it. He tells you, I want you to dunk this.
Right.
I want you to do this. I want you to do it. And it's exciting to have someone that's that
fucking
passionate
hungry
about
as
it.
shit now.
No, I know. I wasn't, and now I'm like,
shame on Simon for getting sick. But also, I don't want to get sick. So there's that.
Yeah.
I think the thing that I love, especially as I talk about pizza from Amanda's hometown. Sorry, Susu. They're fucking weird, right? They do all kinds of weird stuff. They put American cheese on pizza. Which again, I like pineapple on pizza. It's good, but it's not what I want when I want pizza. It's interesting.
When I went to the dive, I don't know if it was last week or the week before. They had a special on their menu where you could get like a cheeseburger pizza.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah,
I would definitely get that.
Imagine. So I used to, like I've made them for Mike before, but I made like this Big Mac like homemade burger, and then I used Trader Joe's ciabatta everything bagel buns. But
Delicious.
I'm thinking like, what if you could make a Big Mac burger?
I mean,
like you get their sauce, like the pickle relish too on there.
We did that at Bond Street, and it was fantastic.
I feel like that's possible.
Oh yeah, we did.
Was that like a special?
We did.
Or
no, it was on the menu for a long time.
There's no shot.
100%.
Well, there was
I think.
No, I don't think so.
100%. It was before.
I know Bar Casino. Oh, okay. Well then,
duh.
Bar Casino had cheeseburger tacos or tacos. That was pretty good.
So Sam, you are from Connecticut.
Yeah.
How do you not weigh more in on this?
Oh, are we talking about Portnoy's or just like?
No, just pizza in general.
Well, we were talking Baltimore pizza.
What's your favorite food? Maybe that's.
I like the Italian in me. Okay. I love when you said chicken parm before. I'm like, damn, I love a good chicken.
People call it a children's meal.
Let me tell you,
I'll fucking tear it up.
Underground pizza, chicken parm pizza. See, their thing is that their pizza dough is so dense. Well, it's not dense. It's just thick. It stands up to chicken parm pizza.
Like, are they putting chicken tenders or like a fucking?
It's like a breaded chicken breast, chicken thigh.
That's a lot.
I was sitting here thinking, and I'm like, is this podcast a food podcast now?
About
because we do talk a lot about food.
People ask me all the time, like, what's this podcast about? And I'm like,
might as well be
whatever you want to
the
talk
Seinfeld of podcasts.
Yeah.
about
Whatever you want to talk about.
No, but a good New York slice. I mean, you legit cannot beat it. There's nothing around here like it.
You know what? Also, you can't beat from New York.
What?
Bagels.
I mean, for sure.
Yeah, I would.
Utopia bagels, bro. Oh,
I would put Goldberg's THB fresh. That's the key. Don't tell me you made them today fresh. I understand you made them today. I want them fresh, like fresh out of the oven.
Are you saying THB is better than the New York ones?
No.
Okay.
No.
But I would just say, like, a good Goldberg's bagel, a good THB bagel, pretty fucking good.
I think Goldberg's is
also
delicious.
never had
very good. Very, very good. Tastes a lot like a New York bagel.
Where are they at?
Pikesville?
Damn. Okay.
Very good.
Wow.
Been there a few times.
I'll have to swing
Brought
by.
some clients some bagels from there. They're top notch.
Something else, since I'm playing on their website and they have frozen pizza rankings, I will tell you, we got Lou Malinotti's and what's the other one from Chicago? Giordano's. We got them flown in.
Oh.
And so we had them fresh frozen, and we made them in our own oven. And I had never had a true Chicago deep dish pizza. I've never been to Chicago. So if somebody wants to sponsor me, we can do a deep dish pizza dive.
Bro, there's
So good.
There's a cauliflower crust pizza from Sprouts, and it's pepperoni,
Okay.
like thin crust. That is one of the best frozen pizzas.
I
I've
speak
ever
for
had.
everyone listening to this podcast. That doesn't count.
What do you mean?
I'm not saying I wouldn't eat it. It just doesn't count.
It doesn't even taste like cauliflower crust. It tastes normal. I'm telling you, it's
That does
so
sound
good.
really good. I mean, I don't know if it counts for our pizza reviews, but
I mean, we're talking about frozen pizzas here. I feel like anything frozen counts. Fucking throw me a frozen pepperoni and cheese, and I'll dip it in some sauce and toss it to pizza.
Christian may be right here.
So for me, the cool thing about pizza in Baltimore is that it's this like eclectic thing, which is very reminiscent of Baltimore's culture and the neighborhoods and the communities and all the different things that are going on. I think that it really breeds an opportunity for someone to do something different and do it well. What I thought you were going to say when you were hot taking, thought you were going to say home slice.
Home slice is pretty good.
Home slice is delicious, but it's not, come on, it's not great. It's good, and they have a great bar, and they got a great atmosphere.
Great atmosphere,
And that's what
yep.
makes it an adventure. And that's what I love about pizza is that if you're going to go to a pizza place like Verde, right? You're going to go to Home Slice. You're able to just chill and enjoy low-key food with fresh ingredients that somebody makes into a vibe, and I'm about that.
Can we create a Baltimore like pizza event? Like all the people come down and bring their own pizza, kind of like what Dave does. He does his pizza festival, but we need to do a local one in Baltimore.
How do you even start that?
Fucking start calling up people, sending out letters,
Or
post a bulletin.
You know what would be really fun? I was thinking about this is doing like a blind pizza test. Just where we would have
You
to,
let me know when.
Yeah, I know. I'm going to start thinking. I was while I'm sitting here, I'm like, okay, let's get all the places we talked about. Let's see if we can guess it because you.
All right, so let me. Sorry to cut you off, but
Yeah.
let me ask a question.
Sure.
In a blind pizza test, are you picking it up?
So that's the thing.
Are you
We're
using
gonna
a
have
fork and knife?
That's so.
Is someone else feeding it to you,
So that's where my thought process is, and this is a little strange. Someone else is feeding it to you.
or is it like you didn't see it come out of the box?
You can't see any of that because if you see it come out of the box, then you know. So someone
kinda
else is
cheating.
feeding it to you. You obviously will know if something's the deep dish version or like the thin crust. But that's the whole.
You
fun
mean
of
like
it.
blindfolded blind?
Oh yeah,
Not
we're-
like box over there around the corner.
No, you're
pizza.
blindfolded. Christian's feeding you. You're feeding me.
I am totally about that. I
We're
love
all
pizza.
in. Okay, good.
I feel like there's a few that I could get. Like I could easily get Litos. I could tell that shit.
I could flip the
sauce.
script for you
Yeah.
on Bellaroma, and I love Bellaroma, but
You think you could fool me on Bellaroma?
100%.
yeah, I think
I don't know, dog.
I
I don't know about that.
I think we could. I think we could.
I don't even think it's close.
I've had more pizza at Bellaroma than any other place in Baltimore.
All right. Interesting question. If you were going to be able to go to any place in Baltimore, take someone to impress them, client, someone on a date, family member from out of town,
I don't like this.
because now you wouldn't go to Bellaroma, right? You would go
don't
somewhere
like
else. Where would you go?
don't
Like
like
strictly for pizza. And Verde's in
just,
now.
I was
just
just-
pizza?
Verde's in now because
Just
now
pizza?
it's anything.
If it's a date and just pizza, Verde is a great
It's a
option.
great option. I was just gonna say, what a great option.
Family, friends, I don't really give a fuck. So like I'll take them wherever we're around.
Okay.
So if like Verde's in the vicinity, sure, we'll go there. If we can go to the Dive has great pizza.
Do they?
Yeah.
Okay.
So somebody was in from out of town. They were like, hey, I want to get good pizza. Where would you take them?
I'd take them to Bellaroma
Phrase
then.
it a little differently.
Still going to Bellaroma.
Yeah, if a friend's like, hey man, let's get some good pizza, I'm like, yeah, all right, cool.
Aunt Sally, I'm sorry. But where would I take them? I would probably take them to Underground, to be honest with you.
See, dude, I mean, I'm about it. It's good.
I also don't get there enough, right?
Yeah.
Like, so
I'd go with underground. I'd go with Verde.
I have a hard time believing that you don't like you just want to go for like a pizza, but underground is like a craft pizza.
I agree, but it's fucking delicious.
I mean, I get that.
If I'm going for normal plain Jane pizza, that just got real hard. Yeah, I'd probably go to Tobacco, but that's a little far away.
Isn't that up in like Hartford County?
It's in
What's
Hartford
it called?
County. Bacco Pizzeria.
Okay. And
They're opening a new one in Towson called Rocco's. I'm super excited
I
for
remember
that.
you mentioned that.
same owners?
Yes.
Okay.
And it's a bigger restaurant, and they have a full bar, and I'm very excited about that because the evolution of Johnny's Pizza went from probably not slightly better than the BP pizza, to be honest with you. No shout out to Paisans, RIP, but slightly better than the BP pizza to now like far and away the best cheese pizza that I think you can get in the area.
Really?
Huh.
Oh yeah, it's fantastic.
Yeah.
Wow.
And they're opening up in Towson, and they should be opening up soon.
They don't have a date?
Wow.
I think it's not this month, but next month.
Field trip.
We'll find
Yeah,
out.
the podcast at the pizza place.
We will find
That would be cool.
out.
That would be fun.
We will find out. Lots of things coming between now and then, though. We've got our client appreciation party coming up in the end of May. If you haven't already gotten your invitation,
That's
they're coming out in the
so
mail in the
soon.
month.
Jesus.
This month? Yeah.
So
Yeah, we're
crazy.
in April, which
We're in
is
April.
also
They're coming
wild
out
to
this
think
month.
about.
We've got a home buyer event for those of you that haven't had the opportunity to buy your home, first-time home buyer or move-up buyers.
Yeah, we're also
Lot of
real
great
estate
in-
agents, by the way. Well, two of us.
A lot of great information. So I'm inviting you guys to come out to that on the 10th of May.
At
and
Middle
then-
River Recreation Center.
Middle River Recreation Center. And then also we have Pups and Cups coming up in Annapolis at the park. What's the park called?
Quiet Waters.
Quiet Waters Park. So Pups and Cups is coming up in June. So that should be a lot of fun. We've got a lot of events coming and soon to be a pizza sort of thing, maybe possibly. I'm not sure.
Can we put a hash brown on pizza? Let's
Oh
add
my
to that.
God.
Fucking.
You didn't even finish the hash browns when I got them.
That was a long day.
Oh
okay?
my goodness
gosh.
gracious. At any rate, if you guys need to reach out to me on our website at frankoliverco.com under additional resources. You can read a little bit more about this and other blog posts that we put out. You can always reach me on Instagram at michael.frank_____. Sam, how can they reach you?
Find me at Sammy Burr on Insta.
Love it.
Pretty easy.
And as always, Christian the Deadhead on Instagram.
Love it.
Talk
Later.
pizza for an hour, baby.
What's up, guys? Thanks for watching. For more information on the housing market, Real Estate 101, how you can leverage your position in today's market, and so much more, click on the link below. If you like this video or have a burning real estate question you'd like us to answer, leave us a comment and let us know. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you never miss an episode, and we'll see you again real soon.